Hey everyone, welcome back to the Racevice Smokehouse and Grill, and today we're doing an unboxing and review on a couple of kitchen knives. Let's go. Okay, so we have two packages here. I have two different knives here. I have yet to even open these up. I'm waiting for this video to do so. I have not been paid for this review. However, these knives were sent to me for free, but I will be offering an unbiased review on these. And if I like one more than the other, I'll let you know as well. These two knives are the Vosteed Stallion kitchen chef knife, and this one is the Mercer Genesis chef knife. I was asked to review these two because they are in the same price range. Currently, they're both going for $39.95. I'll post links where you could buy either one of these if you're interested. So first off, let's open these up. I'm gonna save this one for later because it seems to be in a bigger box, probably a little bit more unwrapping to do. This one is the Mercer Genesis chef knife. This came from Amazon. Let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, this is what we have for the packaging. Pretty basic. For a knife that's around 40 bucks, I don't expect a ton of packaging. This is how it comes packaged. And then we'll go ahead and take it out of here so we can get a handle on it, see how it feels. Probably should be cutting this, but I don't. Okay, this knife feels good. It's got I didn't see what the material of the handle is, but it's rubberized. I can't remember, again, what the name is, but it's a good, comfortable, soft. It is a nice, soft rubber handle. It feels pretty light, which is weird. The blade end definitely feels lighter than the handle end. We are gonna do some prep work for dinner tonight, so I'm gonna cut up some tomatoes and onions here once we open both of these up fully. This is roughly 8.8 ounces and 13 inches of total length from tip to end, with a hardness rating of 56 HRC, and it is made out of high carbon German steel. It even says that on the knife itself. So that one's open. Let's go ahead and open the package of the Vosteed. This is the Vosteed Stallion. Let's open it up. Right away, this packaging looks great. I don't know how many of you are like me in this way, but I'm a sucker for good packaging, a nice box. This Vosteed knife, this box looks like it's a great package already. Now we're gonna go ahead and open this up here. And that presentation it's really cool. You just open it up and it looks cool. The box is a little beat up inside, but it did come from overseas and might have got beat up a little bit in shipping. So it comes fully padded. It looks like it did have an edge protector. Looks like it might have got chewed up a bit on the travel. Otherwise it would have sat like that, protecting it. The edge of this box did get beat up a little bit, so you could tell that it had been jamming in there. So that being said, real cool box, cool, safe packaging, kind of safe because it did still poke through the bottom of this box several times, but again, cool box, packaging looks great. Oh, so they came with the warranty on this, which says 120-day full money back guarantee, return and replacement service. Just contact them at support@vosteed.com. Pretty cool. A little book with all their other products in here. So put that off to the side. So hands down, the packaging, in my opinion, goes to Vosteed. That box was really cool, really sharp looking, sucks me in right away over a more simple packaging. But again, at the price point on these, you can't really expect some massive packaging unless the price point's up higher. I appreciate Mercer for keeping costs low. Checking out this handle. Their handle is a little bit different. It's a harder material. It is all one piece, forged. This is a total of 13 inches from tip to end here, with a 56 hardness HRC, a total of 7.69 ounces. So in the weight department, the Mercer's a little heavier, which I kind of like. I like a more robust solid feeling knife in my hand. Right off the bat here, I'm liking the more rigid handle on this Vosteed. Again, I don't know what this handle is made out of. It's some sort of a type of plastic. This is called the Stallion 1 Chef Kitchen Knife, 8" by Vosteed. If we're looking at the shape of them, this shape has a little different, has that little curve in here. This is pretty straight down. We have that little bump out on both of these. This handle seems to be a little bit shorter, but this one feels a little bit better in my hand. For some reason, this kind of more rubberized handle seems a little rough while handling. I'm gonna cut up a couple tomatoes and onion, see how these perform. Again, I like a little heavier knife, which is the Mercer at this point, about a whole ounce heavier. But the comfort so far, this Stallion seems to feel a little more balanced and a little more comfortable in the hand. Next step is I am going to pull out a tomato or two, and I'm just gonna do some easy slices. Let's slice up some tomato. And I am no knife expert. I don't know what all this information means. All I know as a practical usage guy, slicing it, does it feel good in your hand? Does it cut easily? Does the factory sharpened blade come sharp, or is it duller? Is it tougher to cut with or easier to cut with? That's what I'm going for. Comfort, ease of use, factory sharpness, and balance. Those are kind of my categories. We're gonna slice up this tomato, and I'll let you know how I feel about it as I'm cutting it. First, we're gonna go with the Mercer and give this a quick slice here. This did cut smooth. So that is a nice sharp, I'm not even putting much pressure on this at all. So that is a nice sharp blade. Yeah, that's cutting really nice. I'm barely putting any pressure on it. It's hard for me to explain how little pressure I'm actually putting. I almost just wanna, look, my thumb came off. I let my thumb come off so I can demonstrate how sharp this knife really is. Just by putting a little downward on there, it's just cutting right through. So this Mercer is pretty sharp, which I like already. Okay, that's good. So put that off to the side. I'm gonna finish cutting this up with the Stallion, see how this does with its factory sharpness. Again, you saw me take these out of the box. I didn't touch these up at all. Woo, another sharp one. Wow, that's really sharp. Man, that thing's same thing. I almost, this is more sharp than the Mercer. Like I could just, it barely, wow. I don't even have words right now. This is just, whew. These things are almost like paper thin. That's how good of a cut I'm able to get out of this. Same thing, wow. Okay, so I'm honestly impressed with both of these knives as far as the factory sharpness on these. The comfort level that I'm feeling out of this Stallion and ease of use, it feels that balance where even though this one I didn't have to necessarily push, I still feel like most of the weight is in my hand, where I prefer it to feel more. And again, I might be wrong in all this. You might want it in your hand, but I think I typically would want to feel a more even weight, where I feel the Stallion has that more even weight, even though it's a little lighter. It's more even, so it feels like that blade's actually doing more of the work as opposed to your hand doing it all. I'm gonna clear these up, and then we're gonna slice up an onion real quick. Next, let's cut this onion open. Do one there. And I'll tell you what, just getting those edges off, the Mercer, I had to put a little more effort into it. Vosteed took that off pretty easily. Now I just typically do a quick slice here, get that first layer off. I might not be cutting this right in your eyes, but you know what? I'm just trying to cut it up so I can make a comparison. We're just gonna give this a go down the center here. Again, pretty sharp. That was pretty nice and clean cut through there. We're just gonna give this a quick. Okay, that one took a little more work. Again, it's an onion, it's harder than a tomato, obviously, but the sharpness on there, it felt pretty good in my hand. Yeah, these handles are roughly the same side, but for some reason, this just feels smaller in my hand. Maybe it's because of this toe it has on here and it's kind of pushing my hand in, I have bigger hands, so maybe that's why. I mean, this one cut great, it was fine. Let's put this to the side now and try the Vosteed out here. Next up, Vosteed Stallion. Let's give this a whirl here. This one again, I can't tell you how sharp this knife feels. It's almost like I'm not putting any pressure going through here. The slightest pressure and it's cutting right through. This, I don't know if I'm gonna even have to do an overall review at the end. This knife just seems to be so much sharper. And that's one of the most important things to me. Obviously, when purchasing knives, you want to have a good sharp knife so you're not fussing and fighting, which could lead to injury. Here's the two knives. I gave you some of the specifications. I gave you the cost, which are both the same. You saw the packaging they came in. As far as performance, there's no question to me that the Vosteed outperformed the Mercer. It's much sharper. It feels more balanced, it's more comfortable. For $39.95, you really can't beat it. By no means, if you prefer this type of handle, the more soft, rubbery kind of handle, the Mercer's gonna do you fine as well. This Vosteed though, I think this Stallion 1 here, this is really going to impress you for again, the price point. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing and quick product review of the Vosteed Stallion and the Mercer Genesis kitchen chef knives. If you like what we did here, please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the link below. If you have any other questions on these knives, let me know. Check out some of my other videos and we'll talk to you all soon. Peace.